The hotel. This is the front of the hotel. All right, pretty big hotel. It's got like 10 stories or 12 stories or something like that. So we're gonna walk and pick Mary up. So when we leave the front of the hotel here, we make a left. And it's a fairly short distance. It's not like anything crazy, so you can see how the pollution's coming down into the street today. It's not a good air day today. Yesterday it was a little less than this, and it seemed to be hanging a little higher. Today it seems to be like right at street level, so electrical looks nice and safe, huh? Good stuff. So major intersection, we're going to make a left here. Make our way down the street to the crosswalk, and then get across to where the university entrance is. If we make it across the street alive, that is. Some of the sights, a little tough to see today. A little tough to see stuff at a distance. Little striped building is like a 7-Eleven. I think I mentioned it in one of the previous videos. It's like a 7-Eleven building. You can get all kinds of small little convenience goods there, as well as food. They have steamed buns and things like that. Haven't had any of that stuff yet because I'm pretty sure it's going to be the equivalent of getting like a hot dog from 7-Eleven, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure it's the healthiest of options. Not that all the food options here are all that great anyway. They do eat a lot of vegetables here, I will say that. There's a lot of vegetables in all their dishes. But they eat a lot of greasy meats. A lot of their food seems to be greasier. So things like duck and whatnot are far greasier options. Because duck is a very greasy meat for whatever reason. So that's the entrance over there. There's a walk-through gate on the right. So right now we're crossing against the light, and I might get run down. The car bearing down on me looks like he's speeding up to hit the American. So we pass through this little entrance. Now here's a bike rack, but it's just to like hold the bikes up. All the bikes come with like their own lock, or people have a lock, and they all lock them the same way. It's all through kind of the back tire. It's rare to see them lock the bike to something. They don't actually lock the bikes like we do in the States, where they lock it to some fixed object and then try to secure like the front tire and the frame. Here they just have either locks that are built in that and they're really cheesy little locks, but they just lock the back tire up so that the bike can't move. You can pick the bike up and throw it on your shoulder and walk away with it, but you can't ride it. Yeah, it looks like there's a couple of, I'm looking at some of the cars here, and there's a couple of them that look like they're Chinese made. See, now this guy right here, that's the equivalent of a jerk in our country, because he is parked in a spot that is designed for vehicle charging, and that's a non-electric vehicle. So he just took an available space and said, screw everybody else. Nice guy. But we've got a bunch of those in our country too, so. Let's see if I can figure out where the hell I'm going. I'm not sure that I can. So you see we got tennis courts here. We got a b-ball court here that's got nobody on it. People have been playing tennis out here since this morning. A lot of the racket sports here are really, really popular, as well as table tennis, obviously. I was watching some Pan-Eastern Table Tennis Championship yesterday. High-level table tennis is insane. They're also big on badminton here, as well as tennis and a lot of the racket sports for whatever reason. Again, there's a bike parking area, bike and scooters, right? And this is the entrance. And Mary will be in room 142. So, I'll walk in here. See, these are poster boards and whatnot. And these are all like classrooms. You know what I mean? That's what the classroom looks like. We'll take a stop in here and look at the restroom. Now, you see the sign there says men's and women's, but this is the men's side. There's also hot water available here if you need it, right? There's the hot water sink. So there you go. There was the restroom. I think there was somebody in there. That's why I wasn't talking. So, but to go to the bathroom, you got to squat, man. Better practice your squats. No Western style of toilets available publicly. And we're coming up on 142. And there's Mary back in the corner. Say hi, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
No, you're supposed to say hi, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Okay, until next one.